me zoom so we can't see most of the questions. I'm probably not gonna answer every single, because this is deep, to be honest. But we got some fucking such fantastic questions that it's actually fucking insanity. Hold on. It's actually OD how good these questions are. Like, look at this one. Why did my wife leave me? What a great question to ask. What a fucking OD question. I fucking think it's fantastic. And it's the perfect question to ask me. Why? You probably deserved it, bro. And that's it. Where did you get the name? Alright, hold on. Let me zoom in slightly more so we don't leak the other questions. Where did you get the name Hook? That's a secret question, you know? Some people have leaked the origins of my name. Some people in my Twitch chat know.
Spam those
and it's forbidden, but I will never tell that out of my mouth, because one of my dumbass friends fucking leaked it like an asshole. My Fat Toy FTC, thanks for the 2 months, man. I appreciate it. So it's forbidden, and out of my mouth, it will never come out. But somehow, if you become friends with one of these fellas, maybe they'll leak that the origins of the name. But for now, smoked. Tell us about your first tournament and what you felt on that day. Were you nervous and did you play well? My first tournament was... Well, we're not gonna count the tournament that I won for Smash 4. I'm not gonna count that. That one was like mad random. My first Dragon Ball tournament though was it was in NJ. I don't remember what part of NJ it was, but it was in NJ, and I was like, I just got fired. It's time for me to make a bag. I need at least 30 bucks or something. Something light, you know? Hold on, let me loot this shit. Something light for me to fucking... Music is loud? Oh shit. My bad. There we go. I just needed something, I don't know. I literally just got fired from my job. So I needed like, I don't know, 20 bucks. Something nice, right? Like $10. How else was I gonna eat, man? I was so hungry. So, I decided to go to some NJ tournament with my boys, right? We were all having a good time. It was good shit. It was good shit. And then randomly, I just see Lord Knight walk past me. I'm like, anime legend? He's here too? And I was pretty nervous, I'm not gonna lie. My first match, I forgot to switch my buttons. But I still won the match. I forgot to switch my R1 button, I think. So I didn't know how to level. I beat the guy with 7 bars. And guess who I beat who I beat in that situation? It was NJ Sage. NJ Sage let me cook him without fucking using meter. That's OD. I smoked him without any meter. I won the game with 7 bars because I didn't fucking know. And when I won, I went back to the button stream. And he was just like, damn, you weren't even using your real buttons? I was like, it'd be like that, bro. This was when I was using Goku Black, Piccolo, Vegeta. So I smoked him. But I was pretty damn nervous. Because I've never ever been on stream. Like, ever, I don't think. Besides when one of my friends used to stream, but that barely counts. But I was never on stream, and the stream probably had like 10 viewers, 20 viewers or some small ass shit. And you know, I pretty much smoked everybody. My friend, there's actually footage of this, and my friends were actually commentating, and it was horrible. They were so biased and just talking so much shit to Lord Knight and pretty much everyone except me. So there's footage of this shit. You can probably look it up if you look up HookGangGod versus Lord Knight. Damn, what the fuck? Time Chamber. I think that's what the tournament was called. Yeah, it's actually there. You can actually go look. But yeah, I got to Grands. First, it was winners finals between me and Lord Knight. Cooked them. I don't remember the score, but I cooked them. And then we got to Grands, and then I also cooked them there. And after that, I was like, oh shit, I guess I'm kind of good at this game. You know, I beat Lord Knight, the guy was at Evo for Persona. So I was like, okay, I guess I'm decent. And pretty much that motivated me to go to NLBC, which is pretty much how I exist today. So if I would have lost, would I have ever even went out to do anything? Who knows? It was fate for me to win that tournament, to then motivate me to go to NLBC. Well, I was probably going to go anyway since I didn't have a job. So I was like, fuck it, let me do something, right? Obviously, I was already putting in applications to something to work because I hated college, so I didn't want to go back. So then, yeah, decided to go to NLBC, and that's what I did. It was NLBC time. Alright, we're gonna look this song one more time, and then I'll put something else. Alright, what's the name? How did you get into fighting games, specifically DBFZ? And by extension, are there ants? I'm gonna assume he meant any other fighting games that you would get into. I got into fighting. Damn, what was I mean, I've always played Street Fighter 2. You know, just the basics. I've always played every Street Fighter, but I never ever took it seriously. Not once. Until it was 2012 and Persona 4 Arena came out. And I was like, yo, this game is fucking sick. But before that, I was already kind of getting into watching tournaments here and there, but I never really knew any of these people's names or anything like that. And what's it called? Persona 4 Arena came out, and I just wanted to get good. I was like, this game is fucking sick. It's anime as hell. And I'm just fucking out here with sword-ass normals playing Narukami. And, you know, I climbed up the ranks. I got every single achievement in that game on Xbox, actually, on my old account. That's how much I love that game. I got every single achievement. By the way, score attack in that game is fucking so hard, bro. And you know what's funny? I have something that's gonna allow me to play that game one day. And I'm gonna do score attack on stream. And I'm gonna show you guys how fucking ridiculous that shit was. And I did it for the achievement was to do score attack with every character in the game. And I did that shit, because I'm nasty. Shotos Only, thank you for continuing your gift sub. And Mykaner Oni, thank you for converting your Twitch Prime to tier 1. Thank you, fella. Appreciate that. Even shadows? Well, Persona 4 Arena 1 didn't have shadows. So there was like 13 characters, and I had to do score attack for all of them. And that shit was, bro, I would literally get to the end, and by the way, there's no continues. If you lose, you lose. You have to start from the beginning. So you have to do 13 matches straight with fucking literally CPUs that are cheating, bruh. Literally cheating. Like one-shot kills type shit. It was so hard. And there's be times where at the end, I'll literally be so close to winning, and then they just one-touch me, and I die. And I'm like, wow, I have to do this again. But I did it. But pretty much, I fell in love with the game. I really started taking it serious. I met a whole bunch of cool people that wanted to get good as well. So then from there, I started getting into other shit. Like, I think around that time, the new Blaze Blue, I think Chrono Phantasma, I think it was called. That came out, and then Eunice came out, and then Guilty Gear, and then I was just playing all anime games from there. And then, of course, DBZ came out, and it was lit. But pretty much that's how I got into it. Would I get into other fighting games? Of course. You know, I'm trying to play everything. Fucks with fighting games, they're fun. Why did you choose to main Piccolo? Well, Piccolo's always been my favorite character in Dragon Ball. Alright, hold on, let me put a new song. Gotcha, I'm gonna put bangers only. Fuck. Fuck. Let me see. I'm gonna put bangers only. Hold on. Yeah, this is good. But for those who know, this theme is Boomer Kawanger, and I put Boomer Kawanker by accident. That's why I was laughing. I love Mega Man X music. But anyways, why did I choose Piccolo? I've always loved Piccolo from the beginning. He's just the coolest fella in Dragon Ball, I think. And
sure to spam those gangs in chat.
Devil May Cry 24. Thank you for the tier 2, man. That's big love. What was I saying? Yeah, see, he's always been my favorite character in the show. But as soon as I saw him in the trailer of the game, he threw out an orb, and I was like, oh shit, this character's fucking sick. He could throw out orbs and shit, and I saw him, like, people were playing with him, right? Like the beta testers or whatever. And I saw he had a command grab, he had elbows and shit. I'm like, yo, this is fucking godlike. So as soon as the game came out, I was like, I have to play him. He's so fun. And even though I felt like he was really, at the time, I thought he wasn't that good. I was like, fuck it, I'm gonna just keep playing him. He's fucking sick. He's my character. I'm out here doing shit, right? And then that's when I figured out, wait a minute, I could just fucking do Hellzone all day. And that's what I was doing. Just like, Hellzone, 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 Hellzone. It was a good time, good time. What does it take to become a pro? Play games for fucking no life hours. Don't have a GF. What else? Don't go outside. Drop out of school. And don't shower. And there you go. That's all it takes. Easy as that. Do you think you're better than Goichi and Sonic Fox? And if not, what do you think you'd have to do to be better? Love the content. Thank you, fella. No, I don't think I'm better than them. I never thought I was better than them, actually. Even when I beat them both at Summit, I knew I wasn't better than them. Because when I play casuals with either of them, they always smoke me. Every time.
Sure to
but I just happened to be better in tournament that day.
Thanks for the entertainment and congratulations on the 1 million. Much love, bro.
1 million. La Frontera. Thank you for the 13 months. I appreciate it. I wish I had a million. And if not, what do you think you'd have to do to be better? Be a tryhard. That's pretty much it. If you're a tryhard, you could beat them. If you're not a tryhard, then you lose. Feels bad, man. But that's it. Would you rather fight 30 duck-sized Sonic Fox or one-sized Sonic Duck? Souls Runner? Hold on, let me ban you from my YouTube real quick. Give me 1 second, chat. Cool. What's in Go Itch's book? I couldn't read it. It was Japanese, bruh. It was Japanese letters. From what I asked him what it was, and he told me it's just a book, right? But what he does with it is he speed reads so that he has better reactions. That's what he said. It could literally be a porno and he's just reading it, but who knows? I couldn't read it, so I just asked him what it was, and that's what he said. He really just speed reads, uses it to speed read. He doesn't actually read it. Well, he does read it, but he doesn't. You know what I fucking mean. Which players do you enjoy playing against the most and why? Nobody. Why would I enjoy? Unless, I guess I enjoy playing the people that I beat easily. When I have to fight tryhards, that shit's not that fun. It takes mad, like, brain power. I have to think. I have to actually, like, react to everything. I have to enjoy, like, that shit's mad hard, bro. I don't enjoy fighting none of these fuckers. I guess only the easy fellas, like online, I guess. That's the funnest, because I could just do shit and not think. But against real players, nah. Fuck that. Which country did you like the most to play? And the least one as well? I guess Japan. When I went to Japan, that was the funnest just because we were having OD high level sets against everyone. And the least? I don't really have a least favorite. Cause I know people in the chat said France, but like I don't have a problem with anyone in France. I just think where the venue was at was awful, but that doesn't have anything to do with the players. But I don't really have a least favorite, but I fucks with Japan. Japan, I feel like is the funnest, just because there's much to learn there. What's your thought process when you play? Are you playing based on reaction or muscle memory? My thought process is nothing. I just play. As weird as that sounds, that's literally what I do. Sometimes I overthink shit, and that's about it. But obviously I have to react, and I have all the muscle memory down. But like, you just have to do shit. I don't know. It's really hard to answer this question, because I think I've said this on my stream before, but I've asked Sonic Fox this question too, and he says, I'm like, word. I'm the same way. I just play. I just happen to be good at just doing shit, but like, I don't know. There's a whole bunch of people that are like overly analyze their play, but once I see what the resources I have and like how much meter, how much this, how much health do I got, I play around those factors. So if I have a little bit of health and I kind of know how the other person is playing, then I'll play depending around that fact, So like, for example, if I'm one hit to death and the fella has no hit, is full health bar, I'll just mash on him, because they wouldn't expect it from me. That's what I try to think of. I try to think of what the opponent wouldn't expect from me. I try to think of like ahead of them, but sometimes that obviously doesn't work because they're thinking ahead of me, and they'll 2H my super dash. So it feels bad. As a pro player, do you have contact at the development team? And if yes, do they take advice or opinions from you? No. They don't at all. Like I said before, bro, I feel like Bandai don't even fuck with me, bro. Bro, they try to take out BMing. I honestly think they don't even like me. They see all my Shaq Wokes in the chat all day. They're like, oh my fucking god, more Shaq Wokes? And then now, every single tournament, they gotta see all the HDG guapos now. They're like, oh my god, this fucking Hook guy, bro. Fuck this guy. But, no, I don't have no contact with them really like that. I wish I did though. They have flown me out to Japan before to do an event with them, but that's really it. That's really it. So I'm really grateful for that. And of course, the game existing. So, why won't you give us a smooch? Is this guy a sub? I'm banning him for such a terrible question. He's not in here. Fuck. Okay. Because no. Do you see yourself diversifying your pro career by competing in other games? Do you hope to stop competing one day to focus on producing content? Yes, I would love to, if I have a lot of passion for the next fighting game that comes out, then yes, I would love to keep competing, going out to the places that I like, obviously. Eventually, I don't want to be that guy that's like 50 years old and still playing Street Fighter 77 or DBFZ 16. Like, I'm trying to be settled, way settled before then. I'm trying to just be a streamer, because to be honest,
spam like gangs in chat.
I'm your OG. Thank you for the 8 months. But to be honest, like traveling every other week, it does take a toll on the mental, and it's just really tiring to just travel to then play. It is really cool, and I fucks with it, but like, honestly, I have a lot of passion for streaming as well, and it's way easier, and I make so much more money just staying home. So if I ever get big enough, then, you know, I'll probably compete still, because I fucks with competing, but like, I wouldn't do it as much as I do now. If I had, like, I don't know, like 5K subs or some shit like that on Twitch, I would probably just really focus more on making content than actually competing like I do now. What would you do if Fighters dies out? Play Grand Blue, the new Guilty Gear, the new Street Fighter, the new Marvel. I fucks with streaming fighting games, so, you know, I'm pretty sure I'll have my viewers playing some shit there, so should be good to go. What are some hobbies you enjoy that aren't video game related? Nothing.
Check me out.
I don't do anything, actually. I don't do nothing, bro. I mean, I guess my favorite hobby is just listening to music. I guess. I mean, if you could call that a hobby. One of my favorite pastimes is listening to music, but also trying to find music as well. Like, I will literally sit and fucking just search for hours and hours of just like fucking Playboy Cardi leaks, Lucky releases, like a whole bunch of hip hop music. I just love finding new shit. Then I'll find new artists that I fuck with, and that's really fun to me. And I love just spending time. I would spend like hours on top of hours, like 4 hours doing nothing, just listening to music. That's like pretty much my favorite pastime. Let me see what else. I mean, you know, chilling with the homies. Also a hobby, I guess. Yeah, that's pretty much it. I also love biking now. I've always did, but I've been lazy. But nowadays, I'm getting back in the groove, doing some biking. Music definitely takes up most of my time. If we lived in a world where Bardock and GT Goku were nerfed into oblivion, what would your team be? Piccolo? Nah, I wouldn't play Piccolo point though. I'll play Piccolo mid, SSJ, Goku. What is a good point? Probably Kid Buu, honestly. Because my team wouldn't be strong without them, to be honest. Yeah, I would probably play Kid Buu, Piccolo, SSJ. Just Kid Buu point is a god. So that would probably be my team. But of course, if like Kid Buu also got smoked, I'd probably just play Piccolo, Vegeta, SSJ, maybe, honestly. I'll give that a shot. I probably wouldn't give Majin Buu a chance this patch, because I think he's too hard, so fuck him. If there happens to be a Season 3, what is your dream cast of characters? Ratatouille, the hamster from G-Force, Vincent from Catherine, and Brad from Man of Medan. It's my favorite characters. How do you deal with hitting the wall in fighting games? I just keep playing. Honestly, I haven't really thought about this question in my head. But if you really want some good advice, I would say just keep looking at why you really lose in your old playthroughs. Like, if you keep losing, just look at your replays, see why you lose, why you make certain decisions. Maybe then you'll fucking find something. But I just try to keep playing, honestly. I'll answer this guy's question. Season 3, just give me some Hercule, some Roshi, and some Chi-Chi. That would be lit. I would love to play Chi-Chi or fucking Hercule. Somebody cool, somebody different, man. Give us some new flavor. That'd be cool. Let's see. I remember when you won Summit, you gave credit to playing online. Just how much online play does it take to get to your level or close? Well, I played Guilty Gear and Persona for literally years, bruh. So I kept that skill kind of retained over to DBFZ, and I've always played online pretty much forever. And I played DBFZ for over, I think, like 2,000 hours or something like that. And before that, I played probably like 500 hours before I ever went to my first tournament. So I was really grinding that shit. But I feel like when you only play online, you eventually hit a skill gap or a skill wall that's like you can't really pass over it until you actually play offline. So my level at Summit was during, I played a whole bunch of offline before that and online from all those years. So that's pretty much what I thought about that. Is there a limit on how good a person can get in fighters, or do they all just reach a point and the only way of improving is to make better characters? It really depends on the player, honestly, because, you know, some people could be trash from the beginning of the game and then randomly start being godlike. One example, well, I wouldn't say he was ever trash, but one example is Fenrich. He was really good, but he wasn't how he was now. Like, right now, he's a monster. But like during Combo Breaker, he was good, but not like on some crazy shit like he is now. He is fucking top 2 right now. He's fucking god. He's a god, right next to Goichi. So, I mean, of course, maining better characters gives you a better chance, but at the same time, you also have to have a lot of passion. I feel like if you don't really fuck with your characters, it's gonna be hard to just put in all the effort that you would with a character that you don't even like. So, if instead of nerfing GT, would you consider buffing other characters to his level? And which characters? Piccolo, Vegeta, and Majin Buu. It would be cool if everybody got buffed, honestly. Like, that's my biased ass opinion, but like, I think just give everybody some cheap ass shit like GT, and I think the game would be a lot funner. But the fact that you kind of have to play GT is kind of annoying, this meta, to be honest. So I'm hoping everybody gets that to that skill level one day with a patch, but I don't know. Alright, let me put a new song. This shit rocking for a hot one. 18 fucking minutes. What the hell is this? Damn, what is this? Hold on, give me a second while I find. What the fuck was that boss in Mega Man X2 that had a fucking banger? I mean, this is a banger too, but not what I was looking for. But I'll keep this. Alright, what meta do you think was the best for the game from a players and spectators standpoint, and why? I guess the Cell meta was the littiest, just because, well, the intro was obviously the GOAT, but he was also like,
sure to spam.
He was out here. He's just the coolest character that kind of deserves. I feel like he deserves to be top tier. He was fucking lit. Cy Remy, thank you for the 4 months, man. I appreciate it. Would you prefer multiple assists, and if so, should it be Skullgirls or Marvel style? Skullgirls would be the god. That would be the GOAT, honestly, if we had that kind of assist. But yeah, I think Cell meta was the best. I feel like, because even though he really ran the game, there was a lot more options back then. Like, you could still win without him. Actually, probably not. But at least he had a lot of weaknesses. Like, his Ki Blast was kind of meh. He could get fuzzy. Like, he had a lot of weaknesses. So you could technically play a better, like, better other characters than him. But in this meta, we're smoked pretty much by GT and Bardock. What's your favorite fighting game of all time and why? Persona 4 Arena. That shit, it brought me into the FGC, really. It brought me into watching tournaments. It brought me into just playing other fighting games in general. And it was fucking the funnest fighting game I've played. What is that? Ramen? Okay.
No?
No. What's your favorite rapper and why? Damn. This is a really hard question. The thing is, I don't really have a favorite rapper, but I have multiple favorite rappers. I'ma just say S'mores though. Gang. Nah. Favorite rappers. I can't just pick one. That's too hard for me. But I fucking love Kendrick Lamar, Freddie Gibbs, MF Doom. And then on the trap spectrum, I fucking love Playboy Cardi, Travis Scott, Lucky, like Young Nudie. Those are all my, like, I fucking listen to those fellas all day. Kanye, of course, you know, fucking love Kanye. Well, Kanye be bugging. He be bugging sometimes, but I still fucks with his old music. His old music was so relatable. But yeah, those are pretty much my favorite rappers. Freddie Gibbs is like my most listened to currently. I think his 2 albums with Madlib are just too strong, honestly. If you had your own HookGangGod trademark super, what would you do and what would your catchphrase be? I should not answer this question because of this fucking profile picture. What is this? What is this? Bro, what is that? Is that? Don't tell me that's Piccolo, bro. Come on. Bruh. That's cursed. But what would I? My own super? I would just do this and throw a whole bunch of HGG guapos, and that's it. And then everyone will drown in trash, pretty much. That's my power. Who's your favorite JoJo stand in Arc? From me and the GF gang. Damn, Sub's got a GF? I know this guy's a sub. He might actually even be in chat. I see you, bro. I see you. But favorite JoJo? Probably Joseph. Joseph is the strongest by far. Just because of how funny he was. And I always thought it was so sick how he fucking he always thought a way out of every situation. And I always thought that was sick. My favorite stand? Damn. My favorite stand. I love Polnareff's stand is so fucking sick. Let me see who else stand is OP. Zipperman, yeah, Zipperman is also fucking ridiculous too. Fuck.
Sure to
I guess those two are my
gangs
favorites. I really like
gang.
DJ Quicknut, thank you for the 6 months, man. I appreciate it. That's an OD name. What's his name? Zipperman? Oh yeah, it was fucking Sticky Fingers. There you go. I said Zipperman. Sticky Fingers design is so ridiculous. Zipperman. My favorite arc. I fucks with part 2, and I actually really liked 4. Wait, hold on. Let me put some music. Let me change the sound. Damn, what the hell was that boss? Let me see. I'm gonna just put all bosses. Just so I could fucking remember what that shit was. It was like a mantis, I think. Let me see. What the fuck was that shit? Fuck. Hold on. Here it goes. What is this boss? Centipede. That's what it was. It was a fucking centipede. fucking love that. That theme was OD. There you go. I had you a Mega Man playlist ready? Oh, that's sick. Alright, I'll fucking just click on that. What's your favorite GameCube games? Oof. This is a good ass question. Favorite GameCube games. I mean, Melee, of course, was the GOAT game of that console for free. What else? What else did I fucking love playing? I'm trying to think. Oh yeah, Mario Party, of course. All the Mario Party games were fucking sick. I'm trying to remember. Yeah, what y'all know about Tony Hawk Pro? What was that shit? Underground 2? Tony Hawk Underground 2, I think it was called. Def Jam Fight for New York. Like, those are all godlike.
Sure to spam those gangs in chat. Gang.
PR Kevin.
HGG Sleep JoJo Part 4 HGG Sleep.
Thank you so much for the 2 months. I appreciate that. But yeah, I fucking love that Tony Hawk game. It was ridiculous. Damn. It's hard to remember all these old ass games from the top of my head, honestly. But I think those are the best. Like, oh yeah, Tales of Symphonia. How could I forget that GOAT game too, actually? That shit was sick as hell. Those are my shit. Metroid Prime 2 was also up there. Have you considered becoming a serious variety streamer YouTuber in order to have a backup plan if Fighters dies out, giving your personality and talent of your editor? You can easily hit 15k subs by the year end. I actually answered this question above, but yes. Once Fighters dies, I'll play competitive any other anime game that comes out, Grand Blue, Guilty Gear, blah blah. And if I get enough subs, I will probably take streaming a lot more serious. Alright. Editor, but thanks, big fella. To someone who wants to join the FGC and get involved with the community, what are some ways one could go about this, other than just playing multiple games or even just... I mean, well, first, you can get into the FGC like all on your own first, like by just watching a whole bunch of shit, getting all the info, you know, from all the top players, blah blah blah. But then if you really want to get it really involved, like try joining like Discords for the games that you love playing. Of course, if you're fortunate enough to have a local scene, then you know, go out there, meet up with those guys, you know, try to get yourself involved in whatever they're doing there. And you know, if you want to meet all the professionals and shit, then you come out to a really big major, which most people come to Evo, and you know, that's pretty much one way to get in. But if you don't really have a local scene, then I would just recommend just trying to become friends with people like in the Discord server, like for example, I don't know, DBFZ, Piccolo Discord server, I don't know, stuff like that. You know, you can meet friends pretty easily nowadays if you want to get into the community that way. But if you want to do like other shit, like to get involved with like helping streamers and stuff like that's a lot harder. You would have to be like been involved for a while to do stuff like that. Do I ever even have a chance at getting into the FGC without good internet or a playgroup local? I'm considering just dropping all of them because I have nothing to do outside of practice. Fuck Wisconsin bullies. I mean, you can get into the FGC just by a spectator standpoint, but like, if you're not having fun playing the game by yourself, which obviously is not that fun, then I would just recommend, I guess, sadly, just, you know, being a spectator and just watching, because unless you're trying to fly out and spend a whole bunch of money to go out to these majors, then it's not really possible, you know? So that's gonna be rough, but maybe if you decide to move one day, then you can, but that's a rough situation. I would just, if I was you, I would just stay involved by, you know, again, like I said before, joining Discords and trying to support like streamers and stuff like that, people that you fuck with, stuff like that. Which low tier character do you have affinity for using, like playing? Personally, I picked 17 and Napalm teams. Do I even fuck with any low tier fucking Dragon Ball? I guess. I mean, not really. I fuck with like mid-high tiers, like 16 is my favorite for sure. But I wouldn't say he's low tier. I guess Krillin is the best answer here. I like playing him too just for the stream. He's fucking funny. But everyone else I play is like for fun, and usually they're mid-high. But everybody else is whack. Your top 5 favorite animes? I don't watch animes. RIP. JK. What are my top 5? Damn, this is gonna be a cursed list. Because I haven't watched that many anime, to be honest. I mean, JoJo's my favorite currently, for sure. Definitely is one of the goated animes.
Sure to spam those gangs in chat. Gang!
HGG Goofy, HGG Goofy, HGG Goofy.
Pyroto, thank you for the 6 months, man. Big love, thank you, fella. What did I say? Death Note, JoJo. Damn. What? I don't even remember what I've watched, honestly. That's like the only shit I remember. Oh yeah, Gintama. Yeah, Gintama was the GOAT too. But I haven't watched that in fucking forever. Of course, Dragon Ball. Even though Dragon Ball is like, it's more about the impact it had on my life. Honestly. And yeah, then One Piece. That's my shit. I watched all the way up to like episode 600. So those are my 5 favorites. Even though they're obviously not the best, they're pretty lit. They're pretty lit. Yeah, I forgot that I even watched One Piece and Gintama. Those are S tier
Sure
anime
to
for sure.
spam those gangs in chat. Gang!
Hooves 1,289. Thank you for the Twitch Prime. Welcome to the game, my friend. Appreciate that. Would you rather be 140 pounds and shredded without bulking Copy Pasta Guy, or the Hollywood famous Copy Pasta Guy? What a great question. I guess I'd rather be 145 and shredded guy, because at least I know he was lying his ass off, but there's a chance that he was probably being truthful, and if he's being truthful, then he would be 145 and shredded. So the Hollywood famous guy is fucking nobody. So fuck that guy. What's your training routine when you're in the lab? I've been playing Fighter since it came out, but I seem to have hit a skill ceiling and haven't improved since. My training routine is, I really just lab a lot of situations on the Switch when I have, some free time. Like, I don't know, situations like see if I can get out of a block string, or what can I do to get out of this? Can I run out the corner? Can I mash here? Blah, blah. That's really all I do, and when I play, all I really do nowadays is just play online, to be honest. That's my practice, even though I could be going out to locals. But yeah, if you're hitting a skill ceiling, then there's a chance that you might have to just play a lot more offline and maybe watch back your replays, and then maybe then that would help. Do you have any sort of tips to improve execution and optimization? I feel like I can practice a combo for 5 hours and never hit it online. Well, you gotta give yourself, like, the fact that it is online, that does kind of fuck up your timing with the combo. So online sucks. You can't really, like, blame yourself on that. But, you just gotta keep doing it. That's really it, honestly. If you keep doing it, eventually you'll get used to it. It can't, no combo is that hard in Dragon Ball that, if you're talking about Dragon Ball, I don't think there's any combo that's that hard that practicing it over and over and over and over every single day will like, still cook you online. But online is shitty, so that's kind of what it is. Which character do you wish had really good synergy with Piccolo that doesn't? Everybody. The fuck? His fucking assist sucks dick for everybody. Except like Bardock and like Vegeta. They all suck with his assists. I wish he could synergize with so many characters. Like, if he could synergize with Kid Buu better, I'd probably be a Kid Buu player, to be honest. But, I wish he would also, like, get a lot from Vegeta, or Vegeta get a lot from him. But his assist is just not made for it, man. It really isn't. So I wish he had more synergy with Vegeta and Kid Buu, probably. Do you think low tiers like Krillin and A17 can be brought up to around A and S? With the right buffs, 17 can be S, but Krillin is done. He's done. Unless they give him like Goku Black's 2H and every single hit is Bardock's second hit of auto combo, then no. Krillin will always be garbage because he was made to be garbage. His assist is pathetic, honestly. There's no way he can be A or S with that fucking assist. Give him Boulder, give him like the biggest rock possible. Give him a rock that he throws and it's full screen. And if you get a Sensu Beam, you get full life back. Then he.
I hope you bought a new controller.
Pycon, thank you for the 5 months. Appreciate that. I'm not sure what that means, but my controller is right here. But thank you for the reset. I know this would probably never happen, but if you could choose any anime character outside of Dragon Ball universe as a guest character, who would you choose? OP anime characters or arcade, you can justify a way to have them balanced. Put some Faust in some Dragon Ball, bro. I mean, that's not an anime character. I would love to put, like, One Piece characters into Dragon Ball would be weird as hell. JoJo characters, like, that'd be godlike. Those are my 2 picks. Put Dio in Dragon Ball. Is the pizza better in Jersey or NYC? It's probably better in NYC, but a lot of pizza joints in NJ are pretty much like people from NY. So in most cases, it's still pretty damn good. So put another banger. But most likely it's better in NYC since there's better spots. But they're both, like, if you find the right spot, they're both cheap, like $1 slices, $2 slices, and they're fucking gods here. How did you meet your girlfriend, and what do you see your future with her being like? Damn. This was a long time coming. This is like a whole separate video for this question. So my editor should probably make this one, I guess. I met my girlfriend on fucking Omegle. For those who don't know, Omegle is like a fucking like video chat where you just get put in with random people. It's pretty much chat roulette. I literally was one day just at my boy's house. We were all fucking around on Omegle, just talking shit to everyone there. And then randomly everyone like was paying attention to, I forgot what, I think food came or something like that. So everybody went to the kitchen and they were just enjoying some food. And I stayed on Omegle, just fucking out here, just skipping every fucking dick that I saw. And then eventually I just came across my GF. Not my GF at the time, but I came across Gabby there. I remember too, she had like a pink hat on, like a pink Nike hat on. I kind of remember vaguely. And I literally the only thing I said was, "Can I have your Snapchat?" That's all I said. And she said, and her reply was the Snapchat. And then after that, I just fucking left. On to the next person. So that's how I met her, technically, right? Quotes. And then, like, eventually, I added her on Snap, right? But I never ever hit her up. Ever. Like, eventually, if I remember correctly, she would just, like, you know how for those who have Snap, you know how when you post a Snap, what's it called? You can, like, reply to somebody's Snap story. You know what I'm talking about, right? So, like, if you put up a Snap story, somebody can, like, send you a message replying to your Snap story. So I remember I was at the mall, and they have like a big ass TV at the middle of the mall where they have an Xbox and shit. And me being a goon with my goons, we would like to fucking put Chief Keef Earned It on blast on the Xbox on YouTube.
Yo, Hook, can I have your Snap?
Tiber805, thank you for the 7 months, man. I appreciate it. So we were blasting Chief Keef in the mall just for fucking fucks and giggles, and I put it onto my story. And my girl, not my girl, but Gabby, she's my girl now, but before, not my girl, she replied to that, and she was like, "Oh shit, you like Chief Keef too?" And I was like, I like Chief Keef. And pretty much that from there, we were just talking, and then blah blah. That's how I met her. Like, we were talking about Chief Keef. We ended up talking about what we want to do when we were older, like shit like that. And then eventually, you know, I realized I have a lot in common. We both listen to the same music. It was fun talking to her. We both played video games, and that's how it was. And then pretty much she was like in a long distance girlfriend, you know? And eventually, what's mad funny about this story was she lived in California and I lived in New Jersey. So we're on the opposite side of the US, pretty much. And coincidentally, one of my friends also had a girlfriend in California. LA, to be specific, Los Angeles. And I was like, well, we both got jobs. Let's just pop out to LA, fuck it, let's go meet our girlfriends. And guess who this fella was? Yep, you already guessed it, my man Ryan. My man Ryan also had a girlfriend in LA. Ryan's a funny fella, man. This guy has, let me not even snitch on him. Anyways, fucking whatever. We go to LA and we rent a crib, all that good shit. We went with like 4 other fellas. It was good times. It was good times, and you know, seeing LA for the first time really opened my eyes. Cause from this point in my life, I just got hired at the movie theater. So I just started working. I went to college at the same time, and you know, I had no idea how big the world was. I was just a fella in the hood of Patterson, and it was just crazy to me to see LA like this. Like, it felt like I was in a movie. And so pretty much, you know, it was mad awkward, of course. I called my girlfriend, Gabby, a Uber to the Airbnb, and you know, I met her. It was OD awkward. I was fucking sweating. Cause it's funny, cause like before all this, I fucking like, I've been talking to her for almost like 8 months before this. But I never thought finally meeting her, I was gonna be this nervous. Cause I've never really been nervous like around girls. But it was just mad weird to see the person I've been talking to for 8 months in fucking, in person. So it was so weird. And, you know, from then, we had our little awkward shit. Of course, she was also nervous. And, you know, I bust some nuts. And now we live together. So, gang shit. But yeah, that's pretty much it. What do you see your future with her being like? Hopefully, you know, we stay together, you know. I fucks with her a lot. We live together, and she really takes care of me, so we'll see what happens in the future. We're both young, so I'm hoping we stay together. But yeah, that's pretty much the whole story. Obviously, like, before I go to the next question, obviously before I like I would keep like pretty much I would save up my money just to go to LA because of how fun it was.
Gang.
This time a real sub HGG Guapo.
Thank you, Zero Is. Thank you for the 2 months, man. I appreciate it. So yeah, it came from Omegle to somehow she lives with me now, which is actually kind of ridiculous to think about, honestly. So yeah, so I would save up money to go see her. Me and my friends would all go. We would rent a crazy ass Airbnb. It would be fucking this lit. It was just a good time. I got a lot of fucking shit, and I've met so many people going out to LA that you guys like. For some of you underground hip hop fellas, trap fellas, I met a whole bunch of people there in LA because one of my boys was friends with them. Like, I met Fawny before. I met Lucky, Uno, Mar. Like, I met all those fellas. I've seen them in the flesh, which is fucking ridiculous. but that shit was good times. LA was always a crazy place. I never thought I would see those fellas, but they were in the Airbnb with us. And speaking of that, I actually fucking was almost gonna meet Chief Keef one day, too. But I declined, because I paid for the B&B with my friends, and I was like, yeah, no, I don't want this fucking killer in my house. So I said no to him coming. Souls X Alchemist, thank you for the 3 months. I appreciate it. And this was when I was already hooked. So I was like, I'm not really into meeting celebrities anymore, to be honest. I just didn't, it would be cool if I get a picture with him and whatever, but him being in my B&B sounds cursed, honestly. Because from my experience with those other rappers in the Airbnb, from what they do, they really just bring a whole bunch of bomb weed and shit. They bring groupies and they just try to bust nuts everywhere. So it was like, Chief Keef came, he's like an overlord. He's like rank 57 prestige in Trap Goon. So he's definitely gonna have mad groupies and he's just gonna bust nuts on the sheets that I sleep. So I was like, nah, I'm good on that. So yeah, that's pretty much, my LA experience was kind of wild, honestly. LA was a crazy time to be. I never got any pictures with any of them because it was like weird. It was like we weren't fans, you know? And we didn't want to give off that weird vibe. Even though I was a fan technically, but I didn't want to just be like, oh my god, oh no, the activist, please take a picture with me. And then we're all in the same B&B, where he's just gonna be like, wow, this guy is a fucking bitch. Why is he fucking asking me for a picture here? I don't really want to big up their egos either, so. The only real nice fellow was Lucky. Lucky was so fucking tall too. He was I had no idea he was like 6 fucking feet. He was like way over 6 feet. He was such a nice guy. Such a nice guy. I love Lucky. Would you go to Fighting Tuesday and prove Giuna wrong? About what? What did Giuna say? I know Giuna is extremely biased for the Japanese players. I mean, if I'm in Japan, I would go. Just because I love Giuna and Majin Obama, so I'll do it for them. But I might get cooked. It's fucking single elimination, so that sounds like way too much pressure on my head. Let me put music real quick. So I would just go for them and just have a good time in Japan. The fuck was I gonna put? Oh, yeah. This banger. What's your favorite Dragon Ball arc fight from the entire series? My favorite Dragon Ball arc is the Cell arc, for sure. Cell is the coolest villain in the whole show. My favorite fight is probably Goku fighting Majin Vegeta. That shit was ridiculous. My second favorite is probably Piccolo and Android 17. The Majin Vegeta fight was ridiculous, to be honest. I gotta know what's the story with the Shaq emotes on Twitch. Funny as hell, gang. It's just God, they're just woke. Well, the story for Shaq woke and Shaq sleep is my man Fredo. He used to be a really big mod in my stream. I'm pretty sure he goes to college and shit like that, so that's why he hasn't really been in here, but I'm pretty sure he's still a sub. Yeah. So some of you guys might remember Fred Fries,
HGG right? Guapo, HGG Guapo, HGG Guapo.
Digimon Flow, thanks for the 10 months, man. So some of y'all remember Fred Fries. But yeah, I remember in my Discord, every time he would reply to something, he would just put Shaq sleep, like the whole picture. And then when something was lit, he would put Shaq woke. And I was like, I mean, I've seen the meme before, but I was like, damn, this shit kind of ridic. This shit kind of ridic if it was a Twitch emote. So then I first put Shaq sleep, and then my next sub goal was Shaq woke. So yeah, from there, that was history. Shaq woke has became the strongest fucking the absolute strongest emote I have in my fucking Twitch chat, so I guess you could thank Fred Fries for that. All the other Shaq emotes are just pretty much because Shaq is just too good. It's so easy to make him an emote, because he's just so funny. And I think the Shaq Pog is also really strong as well, so they're just really strong emotes. It's so easy. Who's the most underrated character in Fighters? Overrated as well. Underrated, Majin Buu. Not a lot of people see his potential. He's really hard though. Overrated? Nobody. What's overrated in Dragon? I don't know, honestly. I don't think anything is overrated at this point. Janemba? I wouldn't even say Janemba's overrated either, because I haven't really heard people say he's really good.
HGG woke HGG gang.
Tuna Hat, thank you for the 9 months. I appreciate it. But if I had to pick who's overrated, probably Zamasu, I guess. Zamasu's good, but he's not that great. He's good, but he's not like amazing. You know, some people thought he was like S tier, and he's definitely not that. Zamasu's good. He's good though. He's good. Are you gonna answer this question? Will you unban me? What was your first job? Working at the movie theater. My favorite place on the planet. Yeah, the movie theater. It was fucking pretty much how I got most of my money at that time. I also went to college at that time too. But yeah, that's pretty much it. I worked there for like a year or two. Maybe 2 years, if I'm not mistaken. Domino's is my second job. King My Dean, thank you for the Twitch Prime sub, man. Welcome to the gang, my friend. Appreciate that. How tall are you? I am 5'8". Sadly. Pretty short, to be honest. I wish I was 6 feet, but, you know, it's okay. At least I have a GF, so. My only question is, can I get cheeks clapped by HookGangGod and Fighters? No. Wait, are you a sub? Probably not, so no. Gang? Question mark? Gang. Exclamation point. Hold on. My GF is the same height as you? Someone shoot that guy. Who caps the most in stream chat and why is it Nugget? Is Nugget in here? Damn, who's Chowder, bro? You smoking, you Nugget? Smoke him. Who is the most cappiest fella in the stream? That's a hard-ass question, because everyone's a fucking cap star. I guess for now, I'm gonna say Olog, because literally everything he says ends with, can I get a smooch? I noticed that, motherfucker. But you know what? I'll let you rock. Olog. He's gonna come in and watch. I guarantee he comes in usually a little late. So watch. Once he does come in, I swear to God, it's either gonna be the first or the second thing he says. Damn, why no smooch? Why no smooch? If there was a Persona 5 arena game like P4, would you play it? Of course! Of course! For free. Who would I main? Damn. Probably Joker, because he's most likely gonna be broken. But if not him, I wouldn't mind playing Ryuji or Morgana if he's also available. Morgana might be broken too.
Spam those gangs in chat.
There's that. Flame is running. Thanks so much for the Twitch Prime sub, man. Appreciate that truly. Damn, this is gonna be a long ass fucking video. If you had to choose another job than what you have right now, what job would you choose? I wish I just had a fucking dad that was fucking like a billionaire, bro. That way I have no job. But if I had to pick a job, what would I want to do? I don't know, man. I don't want to work anywhere. Working sounds like shit. I don't even want to fucking go to college. None of that shit. That shit sounds trash. But if I had to choose something, damn, this is hard, bro. I don't fucking know. a YouTuber? I mean, I'm assuming this question is like a mixture of YouTuber, Twitch streamer, pro player.
So much
honestly.
power.
Real talk, I'll never be able to beat Hook in Fighters, but it was nice when I met him at Combo Breaker and I was taller than him, Kappa.
Okay. Thank you, Trizak, for the 5. I see, that's how you feel, huh? Damn, okay. Whatever, bro. If you had to choose damn, what I choose? I don't know. I guess a commentator? That'd be cool, right? I feel like that's hard though. But I guess I would if I could stay in playing like in video games, that would be something I'd like to do. Like commentate some crazy shit though. Obviously something that has big boy money, like I don't know, Fortnite or some shit. I don't know. How many subs to prank call your manager at Domino's? You know what? That would be fucking hilarious, wouldn't it? 3K subs. 3K Twitch subs, and we'll do it. I'll actually call him up like, yo, bro, I finally got my insurance. I'm trying to get back into the work, bro. He's gonna be like, who the fuck is this, bro? I actually don't know if I still have his number, but I could probably call Domino's and try to speak to a manager. I'm gonna be like, yo, can I speak to the manager? They're gonna be like, who is this? I'm gonna be like, I'm a worker, blah blah. I don't know, some shit, some crazy shit.
Sure to spam.
I could probably make it happen.
Chat. Gang.
Holy shit! Yo, Trizak with the 10 gifted, my fucking
Sure
gang.
to spam those gangs and
See,
chat.
this is why
Gang.
you're taller than me, man. Good job. Thank you so much for the fucking 10 gifted subs. That's big boy love. Huge boy love. Huge boy love. Thank
Sure
you,
to
man.
spam those gangs
Big
and
ass
chat.
love.
Gang.
Any tips on starting up streaming? To be honest, I'm not really good at answering this question simply because
Sure to
I was just
spam
so
those
fortunate
gangs
enough
and
to
chat.
have
Gang.
a game that was super popular and I was really good at it. So if you're not like
Sure to
fantastic at
spam
something,
those
it would
gangs
really
and
be
chat.
your personality has to carry you, right? So it's hard. It's hard, honestly.
Spam those gangs and chat.
You need to somehow use a game that can bring you up there first. Like you can't just fucking stream anything and just expect
Sure to
numbers. Like
spam those
if you just
gangs
fucking just
and
boot
chat.
up GeForce randomly, no one's gonna fucking be watching that piece of shit. You gotta be playing something people will actually want to watch.
Sure
You have
to
to be
spam
consistent.
those
You have to be
gangs
a
and
bit
chat.
entertaining.
Gang.
Try not to be ugly. If you got boobs, you're good to go. Easy as that.
Sure to spam
But in
those
reality,
gangs and
you just need a
chat.
person like
Gang.
Like if you don't have the sexy body of a girl, then you have to be
Sure
entertaining.
to spam
Be
those
very
gangs
consistent.
and chat.
I think consistency is the absolute biggest thing. If you stream once like every 2 months, there's no way anybody's gonna fucking watch you. You have to stream almost every day, honestly, to get somewhere. And you just have to have personality, and your stream has to look clean. Like if you're streaming on PS4, then rest in pussy, bro. No, unless like I said before, unless you're good at something, you can't get away with streaming on PS4. Nobody wants to watch that shit. So, yeah, man, just pop out that way. What kind of characters do you like to play in fighting games? Characters with good neutral, good mix-ups? Usually I go with good mix-ups because I've been playing Guilty Gear and Persona pretty much my whole fighting game career, and Narukami was definitely a mixy-wixy fella. So then I played Teddy, which was more neutral, but usually I would go for good mix-ups, and if not, good neutral. So I played Faust, which had both in Guilty Gear. That was my shit. But usually good mix-ups is what I kind of go for. How's it like being the sexiest man in the FGC, and when the fuck is Alien? I'm definitely not sexy. If I was skinny, maybe. I'm pretty ugly now, but fuck it. Everybody in the chat ugly as hell too, so we just ugly together. But fuck alien. Can't think of anything worthwhile asking. Just wanted to say inspiration and all of your content is some of the most entertaining and OD content out there. I'm slick slacking by not following you on Twitch, but fuck it. I'm gonna download it and hop on, keep doing what you're doing. You're doing great. Pipsqueak, thank you, fella. That comes from the heart, and I appreciate that. You definitely fucking up not being in this Twitch chat. This Twitch chat is litty as fuck. If it's not litty for me, it's litty as fuck for the Twitch chat. So just come in this bitch, spam some fucking gangs, and get your ass in here, bro. Thank you for the love, man. That's big boy heart shit. Oh shit. Wait. Sketch questions enter at your risk, Eduardo. Would you rather take a huge Piccolo-shaped poo because tearing and extreme pain, or had the skin of your palms cut off and play BBFZ? Asking for a friend. I guess taking the shit might be better. Because if I get my palms cut, I can't play the game anymore. So at least my ass might fucking heal. My palms getting cut off is ready. So, yeah. In all of DB universe, whose cheeks you want to clap? Get a girlfriend, you ass. Do you believe Android 21 is legal? Is she safe? Is she waifu material? Let me ban this guy. Can a mod ban him from my Twitch too? Somebody just put Benjamin. I'm gonna just ban this. It might not even be his Twitch, but I'm gonna just ban him. Fuck it. Just to be safe. Ban Benjamin Hull. Banned. Smoked him. I don't even know if that's his Twitch, but I hope it is.
Power.
Trizak, I see you with the 5, man. What the fuck is wrong with you guys? Yeah. Thank you for the 5, man. I appreciate it. Alright. Who got the thickest cheeks in the FGC? Flux, bro. Come on now. You should know this by now. You already know Big Booty Flux is out here, bro. Come on. You should have known this question. Tits or ass? Okay, my GF ain't here. Damn. This is a really hard question, honestly. I'm gonna say, fuck, I don't know. This is hard. Fuck it, I'm not, this shit is cursed. I shouldn't even be answering this shit, but I'm gonna just say ass. Gang! Alright, anyways. Would you rather die in a Piccolo costume? Oh shit. I went too far. Would you rather die in a Piccolo costume or live the rest of your life with a dick that is the size and shape and color of Piccolo's antenna alongside 2 little rice balls? Let me change the music, bruh. Let me change the music.
Sure to spam those gangs in chat. Gang.
Chopper Destroyer, I see you, bro. Thank you so much for the resub, man. Big boy love. Let me put some.
Sure to spam those gangs in chat. Gang.
Flubos, thank you for the 6 months, bro. Appreciate that as well. Thank you. What song should I put actually? Let me put this instead. Put some Persona music, right? Some arena music. A little bigger. Super hats, I see you. Thank you for the conversion to tier 1. I appreciate that. How big is your wee wee? Let me see. About this big. Right here. There you go. Just in case I get selected. Congrats on 10K subs and how much you packing, big dog. I just answered this fucking question. Why is it still here? Alright, that's it. We did it. Hopefully all the YouTube fellas, if you haven't been selected, don't worry. I'll do another AMA one of these days. And maybe, hopefully, your question will be answered. And yeah. Thank you YouTube fellas for this. And thank you guys for the 10K subs. You guys are the best. And yeah, gang.